Good morning, fourth graders. Today we're back to working out of our books, and we're going to be taking a look at Lesson 4.4, Estimating with Decimals. The whole purpose of this lesson is to explain why decimals are useful and to guide estimations of sums and differences of decimals. Remember, sums are adding, differences are subtracting. Just so you know, today we're going to be estimating, and tomorrow we're going to learn how to actually add and subtract decimals. Here are the things you're going to be doing today, and then we'll practice a few of the problems on each page. So again, we're on Lesson 4. You'll be putting the date there when you head off to work. We're going to do page 85, a bicycle trip. And one reason we're doing that is because one of the ways that decimals are useful is with measuring distances. If we want really accurate answers, then we might measure a distance to the nearest decimal. Think, for example, when somebody is running a race as well. We might have really accurate amounts of time. If you watch the Olympics and you see a different sprinting race taking place, we know that often it's a tenth or even 100th of a second that people are separated by. The other thing you're doing today is MathBox 4.4, and then you're going to play Number Top It with decimals. There's a MathMasters, which is basically the game board for this. For Blend Space, we're on day 2B, and Activity C, people, you have MathMasters to do first, and then day 2C. What are some other ways that decimals are really useful? Here's an example of a page from your math journal. We're going to take a look at the travel log up here to make sure it makes sense. So on day 1, before lunch, they traveled 27.0 miles. After lunch is 31.3. Day 2, before lunch, 36 and 6/10. After lunch, 20 and 9/10. Day 3, 25 and 8/10. 27 and 0/10. Again, MI is the abbreviation for miles. So they'll be asking you different questions about these. Sometimes you might have to add. So for example, if they said, what day did we travel the most miles? Well, day 1 is about 27 plus 31, which we know that equals about 58 miles. Day 2 is 36 and 6/10. We know as soon as we're at 0.5, we need to round up. 5 or greater, round up. So we'd have 37 plus 21, which is about 58. And on day 3, we have about 26 miles plus 27, so that's 53. So if they asked us which day did we travel the most miles, what could we say? It looks like there's a tie between day 1 and 2, but we know with day 1, we rounded this number down a little bit. Day 2, we rounded both of our numbers up. So the day that we actually traveled the most miles is going to have to be day 1. Okay, you'll use similar methods to continue adding or subtracting these numbers. Remember, you're always estimating, so you're rounding to the nearest whole number. So again, here's the work that you're doing, and remember to round to the nearest whole number when you create your estimates.